Hey! Well, let's lower this down. All right, cool. All right, guys. Good morning. I think it's like afternoon. I don't know. Anyways, I'm headed back, and it's awesome. It's really pretty out here, and I feel refreshed and I'm good. And I may look a little tired. Hi, right? I'm gonna stop somewhere and put on my makeup, but it's okay. Let me turn this air conditioner on, and I'll close this window. So I was trying to think, what can I say? Okay. And I actually this morning got up because I had to, like I said, leave, and it's like 674 miles, and I got to get to Sacramento and pick up my kid first, which I'm probably about 113 miles away anyways. So actually maybe like 105, whatever. Then I'm going to go home. So I'm going to have lunch with my parents, and then let's go home, right? But I wanted to share with you guys my phone call this morning with another amazing young lady that I met, and she asked me about her timesheets because she has her daughter that she takes care of, and she thinks she made a mistake on her timesheets. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know. I go, don't worry about it, tell me a little bit more about you. So I asked her, as she talked to me, I asked her questions, and the questions I ask are to let me know how we can fix the problem if there's a problem. Well, this particular young lady, I saw quite a few things. One of them is she has 283 hours for her daughter, and she also has 3 recipients that she's one of them, so she has 2 other recipients. I'm sorry. She has 2 other providers that also assist in helping take care of her daughter. Now, first thing that I hear is money going down the drain. Why? Because she can work the full 283 hours herself and make, and I haven't done the math, you guys, because we just got a raise in 3 different counties, but that would be 160 hours of regular time, okay? And then that would also be 123 hours of overtime. Now, calculating at her rate, 30 hours, 45 hours is about $500. And she gets 123 of overtime. So that was one of the first things that I saw as she kept talking to me. The next thing that I saw was that when you have more than one provider for a recipient, you have to be extremely careful when you do your timesheets, because each work week, okay? And it is extremely important that you know exactly, as a provider, how many hours you're entering. Now, it's a little different when in her situation than my situation, but it's still important because you have to keep track. She only takes care of her daughter and is allowed, and that's like rough guesstimating, because I didn't take a lot of information from her because I was getting ready and having my coffee and cigarettes and trying to wake up, and I got to get Chuck ready because I told him I'm gonna wake you up and I'm gonna tell you good morning, and then we're gonna rock and roll and get you in the shower or whatever you need. But I want to leave you ready so that the young man that cares for him has less to do. I didn't have to, but I did it because I wanted to. I even left them coloring books. I left them a coloring book and a Bible word search crossword puzzle, which was like super awesome because he did it yesterday and he colored too. I was like, yay! And I left him my colors, and I left him a clipboard, and I left him a pen, and Chuck is good to go. And I filled up the baby powder bottle with cornstarch because us Mexicans, we use maicena, okay? But in English, it's cornstarch. And cornstarch is better than baby powder because this guy's not going to let me pass. Baby powder has been banned, okay? They don't use baby powder in convalescent homes. I have gotten nurses fired because it cakes up really bad. And many of our nursing homes, you know, not everybody's the same. Anyways, so I left his clothes. I filled up, I emptied out the baby powder bottle, and I put cornstarch in there, and I put Chuck's cornstarch, and then a little happy face. So I got Chuck ready, and I'm ready to go. So this morning, I really couldn't talk to this young lady, but I did get some information. So her situation is she has one recipient, and that one recipient, which is her daughter, has 3 providers. That's fine and dandy. But because she's the mom, she can actually work the 283 hours because she has been granted supervision, protective supervision, 99 miles to Sacramento. So, and I got how much in my tank? Okay, good. So, I saw money going down the drain. We want to keep money in the household. Now, the next thing is she was concerned about making a mistake on her timesheets. So I said to her, okay, when did you mail out your timesheets? Oh, these people are so slow. And I am going to get in here, buddy. Yep, I'm cutting you off. Sorry. But I did put my signal. And now he's pissed off with his big old truck in the back. 5th gear, because this is a stick shift. Alrighty then. The process when you mail your timesheets is, it takes, you sign it, let's say you sent it out on the 1st, right? The 1st, let's say let's use June, okay? You sent it out on the 1st of June. So you can get paid for May 15th to May 31st. And I'm going to try to read the comments, you guys, but I'm driving. So just bear with me. Oh, these cars. Okay. I was the guy with the truck and he's probably happy. Haha, I passed you. I don't care. Gear? I'm in gear. Alright, here we go. Let's get behind him. He's a city worker, so. So you send out your timesheet for the 1st of June for the pay period of the 16th of May to the 31st of May. Okay? It literally takes 2 days for your timesheet to get to now Sacramento because they don't send them to Chico anymore. And I know maybe I mentioned it, but our envelopes are now different colors. And I think providers that only have to send out their timesheets for the recipient, I think their timesheet is pink, like a little magenta color. But if you qualify for travel time for that recipient, then the color of your envelope now, besides the difference of the address, is light blue, like a light turquoise blue. Not only that, but you know me, I started looking, besides the address, what else is different? Well, below where you write your name, Sandra Ayon, and then I write my address. I'll read that in a minute. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Got no traffic up here. Let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, Miss Queen Bee. Hey. This guy doesn't know where he's going. Yes, they are pink. Miss Queen Bee there. I think that's trying to remember, because remember I've been up in the mountains and all I did up there was just hunky-dory and smoke and drink, and I'm just kidding, I didn't do all that. Actually I did. You guys saw the 4th of July video. But the other one says, yeah, travel time shit is blue. Thank you, sweetheart, so much. Okay, great. So, the sun and my balls are burgundy today. So, when you qualify, not only are the envelopes different in color, but I also noticed where you put your name to mail it out, it says on there 3, in parentheses, 303/19, which they went ahead and they changed the envelopes, started trying to change the envelopes and created mass quantities now, I suppose, effective March. And I think we got them like in May, okay? But I have plenty of envelopes that used to be black and red, because I don't know how I came up with a lot of them, but normally I would give them to people, so now I have to build another pile. The previous envelope said, if I recall correctly, 06/ and I want to say 13. I think that's what they said, the year 2013, which lets me know that that was the last time they revised them. Now you're probably asking and wondering, well, why do I care about the envelopes, right? Okay, well, here we go again. I don't know exactly why, but I also compared, the bottom of the envelope has a barcode, okay? So, being as scrutiny as I normally am, let's see, what does that say? Let's see, car. And how do I get my comments? Okay, there we go. Car, do you get paid for what? Let me change lanes. Do you get paid for wait time when taking providers to doctor's appointments? I hear you can get a separate sheet for doctors to fill out info on them. Okay, great question. I'm looking at my timesheet as you say this. Good. Okay, cool. Did you guys hear the question that Queen Bee asked? She said, do we get paid for wait time when we take our recipients to the doctor? Yes, we do. Yes, we do get paid for wait time. And let me tell you why we get paid for wait time. The way that we get paid for wait time in 2016 of February, wait time, travel time, and overtime. Duh, hello. I'm telling you guys, I need to wake up. Were approved in February of 2016. Travel time is approved from one recipient to the next, okay? From point A to point B, not from your house. From point A to point B. That is a separate form that you have to apply, and I believe the form is S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, C as in Charlie. That's SOC because that's how they label them. 2265, okay? And it's called travel timesheet, travel time agreement is what that form is called. Okay, great. That's one kind of travel, which goes separately, which I just called because I received my check stub, and now what they're doing, and I want to say the month of June, they were sending out a separate check for your travel time. Well, now I noticed that on my check stub, now it has the hours I turned in, it has the hours that I got paid, and it also has the hours of travel time. Okay, there's a problem with that for me. Why? Because travel time is backed up. I'm gonna lower this. Travel time is backed up about 20 days. Okay. So they were doing these manually. Now, it's great that they're now doing them with our check stubs, but in travel time, I was getting paid, my check was about $89 every 2 weeks because of the travel that I input, okay? Because it fell under overtime. And this is about 4 hours and 20 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 hours, okay? Overtime, you guys, overtime. When I received my check for travel time, that was included in my check stub with my timesheet, I couldn't really see what they paid it at because I haven't done the math, but the deposit that was put into the bank was not $89. The deposit that they put into the bank was $57. And that's still, once again, I haven't done the math, okay? But that's still, they're not paying me a certain amount of overtime. Now remember, I work 66 hours a week, okay? 26 of those hours is overtime, and I get paid for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of travel time. So 3 hours of travel time should be also at overtime rate. So what I did is I called this morning and I asked for payroll. I need payroll because my check that was deposited into the bank was for $57 and it should be under overtime, which lets me know that somebody did something and that's still my money, so I want to get my money. So there's no phone number for the payroll department, but there is a section of the IHSS, which is act or association, something like that. They're the ones that give you instructions. They are the ones that give you handle the travel time. So I will be calling them because I know all three of them, and I want them to explain it to me because I want my money. Okay, great. I know that's a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to cover. Okay, so that's travel time, Queen Bee. You get wait time authorized to you once a year. Once a year, you get wait time authorized to you. When is that once a year? When your patient gets reevaluated. How does this happen? Social worker comes in. They want to see all the medications. They want to see all the doctors that they go see. Then they will ask you, why are we slowing down, people? Then they will ask you, well, okay, I'll give you my example. We have John. That's third. This is fourth. We have John. John sees a neurologist. John sees his primary. John sees... Think. We're going to see a movement specialist because we think that his problem is neurological. Okay, that's 3. John is going to see a pain management. That's like super wrong, right? Here 4. Pain management doctor. Who else? That's 1. He's a podiatrist. That's 5. He sees the other one that I really don't like because he basically said, well, the next best thing to do is amputate your leg. I said, I'm done with you. I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. Give me the drugs for the pain medication and we're out of here. Terrible, terrible doctor. Yeah, and I let him know that too. So that's 5 plus the, what is he called? He's a bone. He's the one that did the surgery. So that's 6 doctors, and I don't care about him. I think there's one more. Anyways, so he's got 6 doctors, okay, you guys? So the social worker comes in and says, how many doctors do you have? And we give her all the business cards, which is the easiest way of doing it. Then she'll ask you, how many times do you go see this doctor? And now we have to think. Once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, once a week. There's 6 doctors he has, okay? What they asked me the last time was, okay, Sandra, how far away is the first doctor that you see once a month? Let's say the primary. He's about 20 minutes. Okay, well then go ahead and she tallied 20 minutes, that back and forth. I said, that's about 30 minutes back and forth. Okay, and how long do you wait? About an hour. Okay. Then she said, where's the next doctor? The next doctor is in Los Alamitos. Okay, well, how long does it take you to get to that doctor? And I said, about 45 minutes, 50 minutes round trip. She said, okay. She already knows we wait about an hour to see that doctor. She says, well, can you, during the time that you're waiting, can you come back and do laundry? I said, I'm sorry? She says, yes. Well, he's sitting there waiting for that hour. Can you come back to his house and do laundry? I said, why would I do that? She says, well, the government wants you to multitask. Really? You don't think I'm already doing plenty? I said, no, there is no way that I'm going to come back home to his house. Sorry, I've been there living, right? I'm not going to come back to his home. And while he's sitting there waiting for the doctor, I'm not going to drive over there 30 minutes, drive back, that's an hour, do his laundry, drive back another 30 minutes, pick him up, then drive back. That's now 2 hours of my travel time, my gas time, my time, just so that I can come home and multitask? No, I'm not doing it. I am getting paid to sit there and wait with him. That is what I'm going to be doing. Now, I have done it in the past where I multitask and back and forth. We have to, because time is limited. But then she'll ask me, well, that's just 2 doctors. What about the 3rd doctor? What about the 4th doctor? What about the 5th doctor? And that is when you guys have to tell them as providers, and the recipient has to say, oh my God, that's a long text. Wait, hold on. Let me finish my thought. That is when the recipient has to tell them, this is how long we wait. This is how long we travel. So why are we going so slow, people? 4th gear. This is what you guys have to tell them. So if that answers your question as far as wait time, that wait time is included in the notice of action that the recipient receives when his hours or her hours are changed. Okay? Let me read what you just said, because damn. Timesheets. Okay. I've told my dad's worker how many times a week he sees his doctors and how long I visit and how long I wait. Gave her the info, and not once did she mention that timesheets for him. Should I ask when this evaluation comes again? Oh, and then thank you for the information. Okay, here we go. Let me answer that. I mentioned to you guys that we were fighting for, that I was fighting for John's hours, right? I'm not completely satisfied with the hours, but I am satisfied with the hours. Why? Because when I went down to look at hours allowed for reports, I only received 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I just told you guys he has 6 doctors. Okay? 9 minutes. One hand feeds the other hand. So, excuse me. Sad but true, I could do 2 things. One of them is I can appeal. And I can say, 9 minutes? Really? No, it's more like 2 hours. Because of the quantity of doctors he has. Or I can And then when they do that, then they'll, I mean, you got to take the pros and the cons. You know, they might say, okay, fine, we're going to give you 2 hours here, but guess what? We're going to take 2 hours away over here. So it's a win-lose. So you kind of have to measure, okay? You can appeal it. And on the notice of action that your father has, Miss Queen Bee, sorry, I got to fix my belt. It says on there how much time he's allowed for wait time. So I would suggest you do that. But, so I hope that answers that. Now, at the bottom of the envelopes, which is what I was saying, the bar, the bar is different than the old envelopes, okay? So you can't scan it and figure out why. Let me see what that says. Essentially, thinking that she made a mistake. Why are these people moving so slow? Yes, you answered my question. Thank you. You're welcome. Sweet. Cool. You can play it back, okay? So you can get some more tips, because I know I talk a lot. And this video is not really good, so I might end up getting a new phone, I think, just so I can do better videos. So the process for the timesheets is as follows. You mail your timesheet on the 1st of July, okay? I'm sorry, on the 1st of June, because you're getting paid for May 16th to May 31st, right? You mail your timesheet on the 1st of June. It takes 2 days for the mail to get there. Then it takes 2 days for the machine to accept the envelope. The machine reads the barcode at the bottom, okay? And it also reads the barcode at the bottom of your timesheet, which is why I was telling you guys about the envelopes, okay? The machine also only reads the boxes. It does not read the total line. And in your instructions that you get at the top for filling out your timesheet, number 6 says total line is optional. The reason the total line is optional is because the machine doesn't read it. Okay, that's for you. Normally I leave it blank. On my timesheets that I make copies of, I always write the hours, because I want to know. And I always double and triple check my hours in the boxes to make sure that it matches, because the hours in the boxes, if the hours in the boxes do not match your total line, who cares what your total line says? The machine's going to read the boxes, okay? So it takes 2 days for the mail to get to Sacramento. It takes 2 days for the machine to accept your timesheet. Now it's 4 days. It takes 2 days for the machine to process your timesheet. Now it's 6 days. It takes 2 days for the machine to accept your timesheet, okay? Make your check and mail it out, and mail out your new timesheet. Now it's 8 days. And it takes 2 days for you to get this timesheet in the mail again, along with your check or your check stub. You'll get a check stub. If you have direct deposit, you'll get a check stub. But it takes anywhere between, sometimes as little as 7 days, sometimes as little as 8 days to get paid. So this morning, let me finish this thought. I got another young lady that called me and said, Sandra, I mailed out my timesheet a long time ago, and I still haven't gotten paid. And I said, well, don't worry, I haven't gotten paid either. But you should be getting paid today or tomorrow, because, hello, we just had a holiday. Holidays slow it down to sometimes 12 days to receive your timesheet. Okay? Now let me look at this comment. Okay, Miss Queen Bee says travel time is blue. Okay, do you get paid for wait time? Okay, we got that one in already. Hold on. Yes, you answered my question. Is that the last one? Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Okay, good. Fourth gear. All right, cool. I saw something pop up, and it's getting a little hot in here. All right. So she was paranoid about. I think I made a mistake. And I said to her, okay, when did you mail out your timesheet? And she's, okay, so if you mail out your timesheet on June 1st, Okay, so you can get paid from May, just to finish that thought, so you can get paid from May 16th to May 31st, then you should be receiving your check within 10 days, which means that by the 10th, at the latest, by the 10th of June, because there's no holidays, you should have already received your check. Okay? If you haven't received your check in 10 days, then you can always look on the portal. If you are registered as a provider on the electronic timesheet portal, you can always check. Like mine, I'm checking mine and it says waiting payment. But then my other two, which I sent all of them at the same time, says payment deposited, which deposited into my account. Okay, so it should take no longer than 10 days. If you have waited longer than 10 days, there's something wrong. If you can't check on the electronic portal system, then call 1-888-822-9622. Patiently, I suggest you call at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I think I waited about an hour and a half this afternoon when I called them and asked them. So, finishing that, as far as the process for timesheets, for you to turn it in, process, get paid, okay, and get your timesheet and your check or check stub. All right. So in her case, I asked her, when did you mail out your timesheet? She said to me, I mailed it out on the 30th of June. So I said, let me see here. Said, hold on a second. Hi. What is this? Who's this? This is Sheila. So I said to her, you mailed it out on the 30th of June? She said, yes. Okay, remember we had a holiday, okay? Which actually delays it. So I said to her, you can do one of two things. You can, depending on what you can cancel your timesheet, but you have to do it quickly. Quickly, because of the process, okay? You have to call the 888-822-9622 number and talk to one of the provider clerks there and tell them that you feel that you made a mistake. Is it possible for them to still cancel the payment and the processing of that timesheet that you feel that you made a mistake on? She said, and they'll tell you if they can still catch it. And you can also ask them to please contact the social worker so that she knows. And then depending on the counties, and this is what I'm going to tell you, depending on the counties, depending on their bulk of work that they have to do, it could be, for example, our in LA County, what? Change oil? Okay. Okay, cool. That's interesting. I'll check it when I get there. I'll add another couple of quarts. Change oil, huh? Thank you. I don't really... The cars are the only ones that tell me what to do, but that's crazy. And my other cars are not that direct. But that's cool. Okay, whatever. Think. 69 miles. Okay. We're gonna be alright. Yeah, we're cool. Sweet. Alright. Sorry. I gotta think what I was saying. I gotta think. And the best areas right there. Perfect. I said you have to make sure they send a message to the social worker. Make sure that you also ask the young lady if the timesheets have not been processed, payment has not been issued, which they can check. Ask her to please resend you the timesheets that you made a mistake on, which would be for the entire month of June, because that's what she was doing. But if the timesheets have already been processed, payment has already been issued, and they cannot, once it's processed and issued, it now becomes a violation. There's a good thing, well, only one good thing that I know about mistakes, you guys. When you make a mistake, the only beautiful thing about that mistake, and that's if you learn, you don't do it again. That is the only beautiful thing about that mistake. So I told her, two good things are coming out of this. One good thing is if they give you a violation and you're going to receive that beautiful red envelope that I love red. Red is my favorite color. You're going to receive, don't get scared. Okay, I know it's very intimidating, but I want you to learn your lesson. I want you to understand what you have to do every time you turn in your timesheets. Look at my videos. Put your numbers into it. You can either try to do it on your own, or you can get my help, which is the next best thing. Why? Because you found me, and I am going to teach you how to do them correctly, and I am going to teach you how to be able to keep more income into your household. Now you can donate this much to me if you want me to do it alone, or you can donate this much for me if you just want me to check it for you. And I suggest that you try to do it on your own, because it is a learning process. I have a lot of people that are like, well, that's too much. What? No, it's not. It's not. Think of the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that I have made you and taught you so you could do it on your own. But there's people like that, and when there's people like that, I completely turn away, because I'm also human. Like the other day, I was going to beat up like 7 people at Costco in Oregon. I was like, what? I got me a nice device now that make them run. I'm already scary, don't make them run, but this thing is like super cool. Always keep it on the side of my car. Always. Anyways. I also asked her, and I said, I don't know your situation, but you have to decide if you want to call them and cancel it, or you want to go ahead and take the penalty. The good thing about the violation also is that even though you made a mistake on both timesheets for the entire month, they can only give you one violation, and it being that it's your first, it's a warning. Does not mean that it doesn't matter. It's a warning. It's very, extremely important. But if you're willing to get that warning, then go ahead. I'm just telling you how you can stop it. Excuse me. And that's why I said, where are we? That's why I titled this canceling your timesheets. So, I look terrible? I know, it's okay. I don't care. I want you guys to know what your rights are. I want you guys to balance, see what's important, and I hope this video helps you guys. I did answer a few more questions, which is great, because that's the awesome thing about being live, because those questions that Miss Queen Bee just asked, they are going to help someone else. And oh crap, I need to focus, keep your eyes on the road. Eyes on the road. I need another pack of cigarettes. I need another cigarette. Oh my god, I bought cigarettes in Oregon. They're $5.20. So I came back home with 4 cartons. I gotta go to TJ and get my nails done. Not bad, you know. So, I hope this helps you guys, okay? I'm gonna try to do it in Spanish because it's also important. And I'll keep you guys posted, but kind of try to balance what your choices. And as soon as I have some time, I think I'll probably be home maybe 10, 11, or 12. I don't know, but I'm cool because I have plenty of rest, and I got plenty of 5-hour shot energy drinks. Gotta go pee though. Check this oil on this car. That's interesting. It says change oil, not running low on oil. Because he's a good boy. He did a good job. So let me get back to my map quest and figure out how long it's going to take me to get to my mother's. And I love you guys. Let's see here. We got some comments. I hope all of this stuff helps you guys. Let's see. Yes. I will, Miss Wendy. Be extremely careful. I took some videos of the. I love you, James. Prayers do work. You can have all the money in the world, you guys. You can have everything you possibly think that you need, but if you don't have that other piece that makes you whole, you don't have anything. And I felt empty without this man, and I prayed and well, now you guys know where I was. Yes, I am. I put it on my Facebook. We put it on Facebook, and it's okay. Arbuckle, 8 miles to Arbuckle. So right, you saw my Facebook. I said, you know what? I think I'd rather get married first and then have a baby. Let's do this the right way. Yeah, right. I just haven't had I'll start praying for a baby now. If I have a child, if the Lord grants me the ability to have another child, a little mini me that I can teach how to do oil changes, and I can teach how to mow the lawn, and I can teach how to be a princess, then I promise you guys, I swear to you guys, that I will definitely quit smoking. 100% quit smoking cold turkey, because I have smoked since May 26 of 1991, and I have only stopped 2 times, and that was when I was pregnant from both of my children, both of my boys. That is the only time I stopped smoking, because I want their lungs and their I even stopped smoking because I would breastfeed my boys and give them the nutrients, and then I was like, you're biting, get away. But that is the only time I stopped smoking. So I asked the Lord, I said, you know what, Jesus, if you give me a child, if you give me a little girl, little boy, I will stop smoking cold turkey, because some things are more valuable than others, and that's why. You can have everything in the world, but if you don't have that other half that fulfills you, you don't have anything. And I feel empty. And I love you guys, because you guys are the ones that have helped me keep going through. But ultimately, I needed a vacation, and I needed to come and see this man and be with him and prove to him that 674 miles, and I am here. I am here. I am here. But I love you guys for everything, and I hope this information helps you guys, and I'll figure it out. God bless you guys, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thank you for all your support and your help. Let me get back to my map quest, because I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. Let's see where I'm at. God bless you guys, and be good. I'll keep going on with the videos, because we got to do all that electronic timesheet stuff. Yeah, whatever. I'm a crybaby. I don't care. I don't have to hide. Okay, I'll hide. Bye. Cancel.